Hearing the news that Vinesh Phogat is disqualified, I am shocked and I am disappointed also. Whole night doctors and all not slept, and they have done their maximum to be for Vinesh.
You require some amount of time for that, but unfortunately we didn't have too much time. We had just 12 hours. We tried our best to try and get that weight down. We got her weight done right at the end at around 729. It was unfortunately 100 grams over 50 kilograms. When she couldn't sweat anymore, we even had to, go to some drastic measures like cutting off her hair, and they wear a vest. So we shortened that vest. So even a few milligrams, if we can reduce.
Hearing the news that Vinesh Phogat is disqualified, I am shocked and I am disappointed also. And I had come here and met the Vinesh, and she was physically okay and medically also she is okay, but mentally she is a little bit disappointed. And whatever yesterday night, our support staff, her support staff and our support staff all are with her to reduce the from weight from increase to 2.7 to 50 kg. So they were trying their best, and even I am here to village because I have to be with other athletes also, those who are going to participate today, and get them to be in the track. I think yesterday whole night doctors and all not slept, and they have done their maximum to be for Vinesh. So I think doctor will explain. Or yeah, I think.
So what I'll do is I'll just give out a short statement. I think that will clarify things. So I think what's important to understand is that all wrestlers usually participate in a weight category that's less than their natural weight. This gives them an advantage since they are fighting with less stronger opponents. Now this process of weight cut involves a calculated restriction of food and water, and we also involve a lot of excessive sweating, which is done with exercise, with sauna, with steam, and thereby we achieve that weight cut prior to the morning weigh-in. Now this weight cut causes weakness and causes some amount of energy depletion, and this is really counterproductive to participation. And hence for participation we do need to then restore energy with some amounts of water and some amounts of energy foods. So you can see this is a fine balance. If you can reduce your weight, you're going to be fighting with less stronger opponents, so most wrestlers prefer that. But at the same time, you have to have a strategy which, you're going to be able to get back your energy with enough water depletion, with enough water restoration and food. Now, this is typically calculated by the team with that wrestler. So Vinesh's nutritionist and team had calculated this to be about 1.5 kgs. And this is a team that's been working with her since many, many years. And, she's extremely comfortable with that team. And this has actually worked with her in the past. So she took in that 1.5 kgs, which is necessary for her to be able to fight those 3 bouts. And I think it's important to remember that usually once you have this weight loss, it's by dehydration. So as soon as you take water, there's going to be a rebound increase in your weight. And during the bouts, because she had 3 really difficult bouts, she did need to have some amount of water, because you do want to rehydrate, because otherwise it's going to be medically a problem to participate. So you do require some amount of nutrition and some amount of water. Now her post-participation weight at the end of the semi-finals in the evening was found to be 2.7 kilograms more than the allowed weight. And the team and the coach started off their usual process, which is of course limitation of water, no food, and you start off with the whole process of sweating it out. And typically, you require some amount of time for that, but unfortunately we didn't have too much time. We had just 12 hours. So the whole night, the entire team, went ahead with this whole process of trying to reduce her weight, putting her in a steam and sauna, making her exercise, and whatever was medically possible, we tried our best to try and get that weight down. And when she couldn't sweat anymore, we even had to go to some drastic measures like cutting off her hair, and they wear a vest, so we shortened that vest, so even a few milligrams if we can reduce, we tried. And despite all of this, at about 7:15 to 7:30 is the weigh-in, and we wanted to try the best, so we got her weight done right at the end at around 7:29. It was unfortunately 100 grams over 50 kilograms. If we maybe had a few hours more, we could have achieved that 100 grams, but we just didn't have that time. Now, once she was disqualified, then the question was, as a precautionary measure, we do need to rehydrate her. And the best way to rehydrate an athlete is by giving an intravenous fluid. So we gave her a few intravenous fluids. She started eating and drinking. She's passed urine, and she's otherwise perfectly normal, physically and medically. We've got her blood tests done just as a precautionary measure. We always do that. That's a routine. And those blood tests are also okay. And Vinesh, of course, has interacted with IOA President Dr. Mrs. P.T. Usha. And, she's told her that, look, physically and medically I'm okay. But, of course, undoubtedly she's disappointed. This is her third Olympics. She was really keen to try and do something for the country. But because of this 100 grams has been disqualified.